I am on Wall Street. It is winter in Eagle River. We're in Eagle River. I love this episode. Why? Because we spent winter and summer in Eagle River. When I asked John Gerda, would you rather come in the winter or summer? Guess what he said? Summer. Hey, John Gerda.
Hi, John. How you doing?
We're in Riverview Park in Eagle River. Why?
Because here you got a great view of the river, Eagle River, and above it the Highway 45 bridge. That's a really important crossing. Together, the river and the road pretty much tell the Eagle River story, which is one of logging and leisure.
I'm going to guess that logging came first.
You're right. This whole area was a huge pine forest broken by hundreds of clear glacial lakes. When lumbering began here back in the 1850s, they would float the logs down Eagle River to the Wisconsin River, a couple miles west of here, and that would carry it down to mills downstate. So you had logging camps inside today's city limits and dozens more nearby. But what really made Eagle River's fortune was the coming of the railroad back in 1883. The depot, the first one went up down here, 2 blocks south of us, and the trains would cross the river on a bridge right here. Highway 45 is also called Railroad Street.
Is that right?
So now the logging camps are gone, replaced by sawmills. There were at least 3 within about 3 blocks of us here running day and night, and every stick they made went south by rail.
Wow.
So this was a boom town.
Sure.
You had lots of stores, lots of saloons, and right here in the side of the park was actually a roller skating rink.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How long did that boom last?
Till about 1900, when the pine were exhausted. By 1920, half the population had left. So they were gone, but at the same time, the lakes are still here, still filled with fish. And a dam built downstream back in 1906 had backed the water up high enough to create a genuine chain of lakes you can navigate for 50 miles. So you have tourism as the new industry, and the same trains that had brought lumber south carried tourists north. So this became certainly a major center. Back in those days, the roads were really bad, so they had to get to their resorts and cabins by water. They would come directly from the depot to a long dock underneath the old bridge here. That was kind of a taxi stand and bus depot, and lined with small steamers that would carry people anywhere on the chain. Still a dock down there and still very much in use.
That's summer stuff. What happened in the winter?
They made a really smart decision, John, back in the 1930s, and that was to embrace winter instead of just enduring it. Back in 1932, they built a really nice ice hockey arena east of town, still in use.
Sure.
The first ice castle goes up downtown a couple of years later, and then when snowmobiles become popular, they make themselves the world capital. The first derbies held here back in 1963 and still attracts thousands. Vilas County also has hundreds of miles of trails, and right here on the Highway 45 bridge there is still a special snowmobile lane where trains used to cross.
Population here?
About 1,400,
okay.
And growing as more boomers retire up here.
We got boundaries?
The city covers around 3 square miles, pretty much bisected by Highway 45, which is still called Railroad Street.
So you didn't want to come in the winter? Is that
No, is that okay?
This is fine, because you can bike here in the summer,
I
can't you?
can, and good trails. The old railroad corridor actually goes down to 3 lakes. You can ski it in winter, snowmobile it, and bike it as well.
And see some eagles as well?
Yep, eagles and deer.
Eagle River. Yep. Thanks, John.
See you, John.
We're in Eagle River, and how lucky are we that an eagle landed on the post? They're huge! I'm sensing a theme here. Where's the river? This is Eagle Waste and Recycling. What is going on here?
What we do is we take mixed recycling materials. That's glass, plastic, tin, aluminum, paper, and cardboard, and we sort those materials out into a product that we can sell to other manufacturers to reuse. And it's actually pulling those with a magnet. And that we process about 120 tons per day. You know, that's a lot of recycling.
Why Eagle River?
It had been simple to do this in a bigger metropolitan market, but we wanted to do it here because this is where we live, play, and work.
It comes fast, man.
We actually collect material from a much larger area because our facility processes so much material, much more than is generated in Eagle River.
He told me the best thing to do is to look ahead a little, because can I tell you, if you're looking right down, it's like you're getting motion sickness.
There was no one in this area that had this type of system. It was a stretch for us because we're so far in northern Wisconsin and you need volumes to be efficient. But we have secured volumes from a really large geographic area to get the material we need to do it efficiently.
And for a community of 1,400 people, a workforce of 20, that's a big workforce in this community.
Someday I hope to do 2 shifts. We can add another 20.
My thought of what you do, it's like, I could never do this. Like, first of all...
You have to be able to multitask.
Buzz County 911, where's your emergency?
You have to maintain the calm voice.
Yeah.
Because we're not only relaying information to the responding units, whether it's fire, EMS, or the law enforcement officers, we're also trying to be the calming effect for the person that's actually calling. This is our whole county.
In Vilas County, Eagle River is the seat, but you take calls from all over the county. This
Yes,
isn't...
we do. We do emergency 911 calls, but also any non-emergency line that comes in the sheriff's department comes into us in our dispatch center, and we handle it.
Let's say a terrible car accident comes in, like, then what's your next step? What do you do?
We put the call in to our CAD system, and then our deputies also have access to that from their computers and their squads, so they can kind of see what's going on. Depending on the accident, we might have to call the highway department in, we might have to call state patrol, we have to call the fire trucks, the ambulances. We deal with people at their worst in their lives.
Yeah.
So we have to be able to handle that call, but then we have to come back and get that next call.
Yeah. You can always tell when you are in a northern Wisconsin community that depends on tourists. You know how you can tell? Okay. Should I bring you home a T-shirt? So your dad had this shop?
He did.
So you've known this shop since you were 6 years old?
Yeah.
And when did you take it over?
We took it over about 16 years ago. There's something that people come in and they want. They want their cedar box. They want their incense. They want their T-shirt.
I don't see a wooden box with an eagle on it.
They're probably sold out. You know what our most popular seller besides the eagle?
Which one?
The dolphin. I'm not kidding.
Talk about the shop. What's in there? What do people shop for?
We got a lot of moccasins is what our big product right now, Minnetonka moccasins. A lot of souvenirs. T-shirts, sweatshirts, jewelry.
Do I look like Zorro?
Toys for the kids.
Or Zero? Yeah.
Slingshots. We like kids to come up here and have fun the old-fashioned way. Bow and arrows, that kind of stuff. A lot of toy guns.
The U.S. Marshal. It's going in my basket. It's the go-to moccasin place, though, isn't it?
I think it is.
Yeah.
They do last a long time, but these are real popular. Yep.
Your daughter has it on right now.
She does.
There's nothing uncomfortable about a moccasin, though, is there?
No, especially the slippers. I wear them every day at work. Last forever. And they come back in with duct tape all over the bottoms of them. I want these same pair, and that duct tape pair is so comfortable. But yeah, we have repeat customers.
And you have a few kids.
I do. We have 5 kids who all worked here for us.
It's a great shop. People should stop in and say hello.
Most definitely.
I love this feature.
The exterior fireplace?
Yeah. So we're talking to you because you built this house.
Correct.
Is there a fireplace on the other side?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to back.
So they come to you and you break ground one day, and how long before it's this? How does it
Every
work?
project is so different because we're a custom home builder. This was about 12, 13 months to complete.
What's your strength in this business?
Well, I think our quality and then also the building science end of it and making sure they're very energy efficient. Building the house is rocket science because there's thousands of components that come together, and if you do it right, there's very little callbacks, and it's there 100 years from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many people does it take to build something like this in 12 months?
You probably average about 6 to 8 people a day on the project, so
Yeah.
a lot of man hours.
Do you have problems with finding skill here in the Northwoods of Wisconsin?
Yes, actually, it's getting harder to find skilled labor. And remember, we have more homes than people here.
Yeah.
So there's roughly 24,000 people or residents in Vilas and 27,000 homes.
That's
Yeah.
kind of amazing,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So a lot of them are vacation homes.
This is our 12th year. We built the ship in 2004. And we've been pirates ever since.
How did this happen?
Well, I joked, hey guys, let's build a pirate ship. Here we are.
This is what you said to your family?
This is what I said to my
And they
family.
were like, Dad, what? Huh? Are we going to do it?
There was always a bit of craziness. They always knew there was a little bit of nuts there.
Yeah. Are you going to steer the ship? 13 years ago, when your dad was like, we're going to be pirates, were you like, I want to be?
Everybody thought he was crazy, but
Right.
we went with it.
So we started renting the pirate ship. It grew and grew and grew. Everybody was trying to figure out how to get on the pirate ship. Jumping off the planks was like advertisement in a bottle.
Yeah.
And whenever we went out on the ship, we got 2 more reservations and 2 more reservations and
So
so
nice.
on and so
That
on.
works.
Most of our rentals are families. They're up here on vacation. They're trying to enjoy themselves.
Third time on the pirate ship? Oh, you guys are experienced. We like to think that we kind of
help to inspire imagination and play for both kids and adults. We pass out bandanas to kind of get all the kids in character. You know, the kids are smiling, parents are smiling.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we got an eagle's nest up on the left-hand side here. I heard one of them squeaking a moment ago.
Cool waters. It's frozen. It's cold in Eagle River. Look at that. How did this whole ice castle thing start? Wow. It's more than a castle. It's a palace.
My grandparents had a ice business in town, and they delivered ice to the homes and taverns and what have you. And I think it was 1930, and they decided to build an ice castle. They continued that after refrigeration came in, and they didn't cut ice anymore. Well, then there was a period of time where they didn't have an ice castle.
1987, the fire department was approached to take over the building of the ice castles, and the community really missed it. And because we had ice castle or ice business history in the department already and the manpower to do it, we decided to take on the projects.
These are huge. This is like a real castle. To extract these blocks of ice, it's quite a job.
Each block is at least 80 pounds.
10 by 20, 33 to 3,500 blocks of ice.
And this year, it's not going to go up. We came up here all the way from Milwaukee. There's no ice castle.
We need the minimum of 12 inches to even start thinking about it. There's no way to safely get the ice off the lake, so we just can't do it. It will be back, so that is a guarantee.
We'll be back next year. Is there a trick to snowshoeing?
Lift your feet.
Lift your feet. People love their outdoors in the winter up here.
If it's going to be cold, let's not just sit in the house and be miserable. Let's get out and do stuff. Snowshoeing, snowmobiling. These are all deer tracks here.
Bear tracks?
Deer tracks. I don't do a lot of ice fishing, but if someone asks me, hey, you want to come ice fishing? I'm there because I just like to be outside. But it is so quiet now. If we would stop talking, we could hear the snow hitting.
Can you talk about this lake we're on?
Catfish Lake is one of 28 lakes in the entire chain.
And is the 28 lakes, that chain of lakes, the
largest in the world?
In the world?
Freshwater chain of lakes in the world.
How great is that? What's your summer like?
We've been pontooning. Then we come out and go find the tiki bar at the pirate ship and go down to Yellow Birch, maybe even pool right into Eagle River.
And you spend some time on that pontoon?
Hours. Who needs a house? You need a good pontoon.
You have grandkids, don't you?
9.
You have 9 grandkids. That's why you have that swivel chair?
Yes, where I can sit here and turn and turn. They're jumping off the pier, and there's so many of them, I got to keep track of them. So, but the kids love it up here.
When you think about what people love to do in life, this is what they love to do. They love to eat, they love to drink, they love to relax. You know where they should come?
Eagle Waters Resort is composed of 3 separate condo associations. So we have 64 units that we rent and manage.
So these are all
docks that we own and rent.
They're coming in for the evening and getting ready for supper. It feels like watching the movie Dirty Dancing.
You would not be the first person that said that to us.
This is walking through here with you has felt so much like that. It's like that's what it used to be.
Absolutely. And that's a great nostalgic feeling. Yeah.
Is this a Memorial Day to Labor Day sort of venture?
We're a year-round 4-season historical resort. We have horseshoes and volleyball and shuffleboard and outdoor heated pool, probably one of the only ones outdoor heated pool in the area. In the winter, we actually freeze our patio and it turns into an ice skating rink.
Is that right?
So it's like a winter wonderland under the lights where people skating.
I hear you.
And we have a fabulous restaurant.
It's gorgeous. It's good.
And we make it fresh. Our mission statement for us here at Eagle Waters is to create a wow experience.
Can we talk history for just a bit?
In 1855, it was started as a trading post. The first post office then was established in 1857 and bank. If history was different, Eagle River would be called Kimicon.
All over town, everybody knows you. You know that.
No.
They all know you. They all love you, except this one person.
I'm sure there's one.
Where are we?
Catfish Lake.
And I heard you have some stories.
Well, I have quite a few stories about the boathouses. Now, this boathouse coming up here, T.S. Eliot, the poet, used to write some poems up there.
That looks like a little house.
A lot of history up here. My wife's grandfather started a building company up here called Zimpelman's. in 1902.
Okay.
That was before cars.
Right.
So they built a lot of these boathouses out here in the 1900s. They call this Boathouse Row. There used to be a chapel above the boathouse around the corner. When the nuns left, this couple bought it. Now they made the altar into a bar.
Do you know all these people?
I spent a summer knocking on all the doors.
You did?
Trying to find out more history so I could tell people. People love it. They love it because they like the history and what's going on. And all the stuff that used to go on here. Elizabeth Taylor's been up here. This whole peninsula out here is the one that was owned by Mayor Kelly from Chicago. Yeah, Mayor Kelly brought 2 railroad cars of sod up here from Chicago just for his lawn.
Jeez. We are in the iconic dome. We're talking what?
Hockey.
Hockey.
Home of the Eagles. Eagle River Hockey.
Hello. That's how that
awesome.
works.
Do you know the Hall of Fame for the state of Wisconsin hockey is here in this building? Building was built in the 20s, and I love coming into a community, John, that absolutely embraces the sport, and hockey here in Eagle River is very important. 2 teams, the boys and the girls teams from the Northland Pines. Girls team standalone. Only one of 4 schools in the state of Wisconsin has a standalone girls hockey program.
Great.
And the boys program, Coach Cox, is back. 30-year coach, stepped away, and now he's back. And you know what? There's so much pride in this program, and he'll get them back on top of the Great Northern Conference.
When did they start playing?
Youth program, they start at the age of 4.
Yeah.
They put skates on them, give them a stick, and let them play. They have a number of kids, 412 kids in the school, 32 kids in the hockey program, but hundreds in the youth program.
They dream to become an Eagle, don't they?
They do, and to play in this facility.
I love that your jersey is all sticked.
Yes, yeah, they got hit.
Thanks,
John.
Mike. Eagle River. So, Mike, in the winter when we came, I bet there was ice.
You know what? There's been ice here for 10 months, and Thursday they took it out.
Why?
For a rummage sale.
Rummage sale.
That's my luck.
Look in downtown Eagle River. Dinky Diner and Tiny Tap. Everything here is so small.
Take a vest that's gonna go over your head like so.
So your business is playing?
Yes, it is.
That's what you do for a living?
Yep.
Red's gonna go right, blue is gonna go left.
We have way too much fun.
I bet you do. How long have you had the business?
We've been in business for 10 years now. We went the first 6 with just the Eagle Falls Adventure Golf.
Yeah.
And then 4 years ago, we added laser tag. Something that we could have rain or shine.
And on a rainy day, is that what people do? Laser tag?
Yeah, we get very busy on a rainy day.
And anybody can play.
Anybody can play.
Yeah.
The ones that surprise us the most are the moms. They come in, families come in, and the kids play, the dads play, and the mom says, well, just send them in to play. And we usually suit the mom up and say, go in with them, have fun. And I would say a minute into the game, they turn commando. And they just love chasing everybody down.
I say you don't want to miss it. You know what I mean? Because why wouldn't you want to get in there and tag your kids? Why wouldn't you want to beat them?
Is this business open all year?
We're a seasonal business. We open up in the middle of May, and we stay open until the first Saturday in October.
Are you surprised at what you're doing at your age, you guys?
No, I mean, why not have fun? You know, that's probably the best thing. I mean, when you wake up in the morning and you know that you're offering a service to people that they're just going to have fun. So everybody's smiling, everybody's having fun with their family.
I think that today I could probably help you out in some way.
Sure, we'd put you with the soda jerks.
Can you do that?
They're called soda jerks, and it's not a derogatory term.
What are we making?
Coke phosphate.
Coke phosphate.
Yeah.
So that's Coca-Cola syrup?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And then we put our soda water in here.
As a kid, these were everywhere, and to find them today, it's rare, and how lucky that this building is what it was.
Oh, true, and every generation loves it.
It's one of the oldest original soda fountains in the state of Wisconsin. It's a historic building built in the 1880s, and originally it was a tavern and prohibition came. They couldn't sell alcohol, so it became a soda fountain. It's a piece of American history that has largely disappeared.
To walk into this place and see the entire shelf that surrounds this with all of these different sodas, it's pretty amazing. How many sodas are sold here?
Over 150 varieties.
And what's a huge seller for you guys?
We have a lot of strange named sodas like Bug Barf and that sort of thing, you know, so Bug Barf.
Okay.
Kids love it.
Tastes good?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
You're not drinking it. No, not too much.
Now we're gonna make this water tower.
Okay, what's this called?
The Eagle River Water Tower
The
Sundae.
Eagle River Water Tower Sundae. Lots of chocolate?
Mint Neverland.
Cookie dough. Cotton candy. So it's marshmallow chocolate, 8 scoops of ice cream, a little bit of whipped cream, and the cherries because you need some fruit. Somehow I'm just not in the mood. Maybe I'll ask if they have hot ice cream. We're at the White Spruce Supper Club. We're in almost downtown Eagle River.
This is the oldest building in Vilas County, roughly 1880.
And it wasn't the supper club in 1880, was it?
No, it was a home, it was a schoolhouse. I think they traded lumber in here, and I think it became a restaurant roughly 1940 or 50.
But you haven't been here since the 50s, have you?
No, 3.5 years I've owned it.
What are people usually drinking?
Old Fashions, Manhattans, Martinis, Grasshopper, a Pink Squirrel, a Brandy Alexander. We have people that come by boat in the summer that come here strictly for ice cream drinks.
Your supper club is open year-round?
Correct. We try to be open 7 days a week.
It expands in the summer, doesn't it?
Yes. We have a deck down on the water, and we can seat about 150 people in the 3 dining rooms.
Yeah. What is this place known for? What do people come for?
Well, I like to think they come for a lot of things, but historically, the previous owners for 50 years have made ribs here, smoked ribs, and around 2000 they stopped making them. So when I came in, I brought those back, and they're very good, very popular. Yeah.
Oh, this is good. Hey, we're in Eagle River. It is the snowmobile capital of the world, the hockey capital of Wisconsin, and the world's largest inland chain of lakes, 28 of them. Eagle River, Wisconsin. And it's cold. You know what somebody just told me? That this is the only ice-banked oval track in the world. Right here, Eagle River, Wisconsin.
This is the World Championship. This is the Daytona 500 of snowmobile racing.
Oh, there's hundreds and hundreds of racers throughout the United States, Canada. We got racers from Sweden, Finland that race snowcross. They come from all over, and it's a big race, and it's the World Championship, and there's a reason why.
How fast are you going?
We're a little bit over 100 miles an hour here.
You're out there moving.
Yeah, they're really fast. They're like a 17.5-second lap time, so that's really quick around this track.
And how important is this event to the Northwoods community, to Eagle River?
Huge. Literally huge. Yeah, thousands and thousands of people. It's a huge economic impact.
Really important.
Very important.
And when do you begin working on this? You didn't start like 2 weeks ago, did you?
No, we start the day after the last derby, so it's 365 days to get ready.
It's fun, isn't it?
It's a lot of fun. It's exciting.
Yeah.
53rd year, World Championship Silver Racing, biggest silver race in the world, and it happens right here in Wisconsin, Eagle River.
What makes a good snowmobile?
They're low and fast and ready to go. As you can tell, we got offset handlebars. This helps get the driver off to the left side of the snowmobile.
You do some leaning, don't you?
Leaning, yeah. You got to get your weight off to the left.
It's the Derby Court. Say hi, guys.
Hi. Would you like a blanket?
Should I grab one? We're here on a Saturday morning in the middle of January. It's probably 2 degrees.
Let's go. About that, yeah.
Are you used to working in this condition? You are.
It's great. I love winter.
You do?
I do.
Good. How many sleighs do you have?
We have 9 sleighs.
9 sleighs.
We have one that is pulled by a single horse, and then we have a 4-seater, seats like a school bus, and then we have the rest of the big sleighs.
What's the best weather conditions for this? This?
About 20 below.
20? This is so pretty.
Isn't it?
Wow. Do you charge by the family or by the seat?
By the person.
By the person.
It's $15 a person.
You get in and you stop at the bonfire and you stop for hot chocolate?
Yep.
And that's for that price?
Yep. It is reasonable.
Yeah.
It's great. Yep.
How long is it usually?
Usually it's an hour.
Is your business more in the summer than in the winter?
Depends on what you like. In the winter we do sleigh rides. In the summer we do trail rides on the same trails. And we also do the go-karts, which are located behind us. Go-karts, and we have a bumper boat pool and all kinds of fun year-round. You would probably like it here in the summer.
A little bit. Is this too cold to do this?
No.
Why is it for me too cold to do this? In the middle of the winter, they say it's so much different than in the middle of the summer. See? The city has really figured it out. It's about boating in the summer and snowmobiles in the winter. Eagle River, great all year round.
I'm here with the mayor, Mayor Jeff Hyslop.
Hyslop.
Yeah. You have 30 seconds to tell us why Eagle River, Wisconsin is the best place in the world to live, work, and play. And Mayor, I've got my watch out, and you can start right now.
Okay, well, you know, as a person who's lived here most of my life, I can tell you Eagle River is a place that people are drawn to. No matter where life takes them, they, find that their hearts are here in Eagle River.
Yeah.
You know, their jobs, their lives take them other places, but they come for the 4 seasons of fun and recreation.
Yeah.
Great people, great traditions, great shops, great schools, whether it's for a weekend or whether it's for a holiday vacation or for a lifetime. You can't beat it.
2, 1.
Perfect. Okay, Mayor. All right.
We're in Eagle River. My face is frozen. I can't talk. This feels completely normal to me.
These filters are nice.
I'm smiling. I'm mad. I'm happy. Yeah, my little finger is up.
This